everybody, to the
I'm Fat Podcast.
Snacks are best saved for later.
With Jay Zawoski.
That man ate all our shrimp and 2 plastic lobsters.
And Rick Camp.
Out the mist came a beast more stomach than man.
Welcome into another edition of the I'm Fat Podcast. I am Rick Camp alongside fellow fat Jay Zawoski, and we are brought to you by our sponsors, Charlie the Bacon Guy, Mazda of Orland Park, and Frato's Culinary Kitchen. I went out of order. I don't know how to get out of it now, but Jay, how are you? And to all the moms out there, we're recording Sunday night. Happy Mother's Day.
Yes, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, including my mom.
And mine.
And Rick's mom. And all your moms. This episode's dedicated to your mom. I don't know. No, I'm doing good, Rick. It's good to see you. It's good to hear from you. Make sure you're following us on all of our socials at I'm Fat Pod. That includes Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Patreon. So that's really sweet. Make sure you help us out there. We've got our TeePublic shop. I'm rocking my 0.0 I'm Fat Podcast shirt.
I've got my Ring of Honor shirt.
Oh, nice. I've got my I'm Fat Podcast coffee mug. Got a couple like stickers I've ordered from there. I got the Halo logo because I've been playing some Halo lately.
I've got the giant Charlie the Bacon Guy magnet thing on the fridge.
Yeah, so do I. Right behind me. See it? Right there.
Yes, mine's in the other room, so I'm not gonna move.
Yeah, I had hope in the Cubs for like a week, so I got a Cubs sticker.
Nice.
And I'm like, well, they suck, so I'm not putting that anywhere.
Oh no, we suck again
until they're good again. So yeah, make sure you check out our TeePublic shop. That link is in our bio. There's always sales going on, so keep an eye on the calendar. We'll let you know when they happen. But a bunch of people buying some stuff on TeePublic. The important thing to remember too is if you got anything to buy from TeePublic, even if it's not I'm Fat Podcast merch, just use our link and we get the credit for that. So click our link that's in our Linktree bios and then shop away at TeePublic and we'll get a little kickback, which we greatly appreciate. So why don't we start on Mother's Day, Rick?
Yes.
I had a busy day. I'm sure you did as well. What was your Mother's Day like? Trying to pretend I don't know how you spent Mother's Day.
My Mother's Day is not what we would call ideal. I had grand plans to go over to my mom's and try and convince her to go out for food, and then she would say no, and that's kind of how things end up going with her. But no, last night I start to feel some things moving in my stomach. That didn't stop until like an hour and a half ago. So. Yeah, it's been a long day. I've been in one of 2 rooms the entire time, and I'm pretty sure you can guess what rooms they are. So my diet today has consisted of Ritz crackers,
oh boy,
Tums, Gatorade, and water.
I'm sorry, man.
Water.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough.
So I called my mom, and that was good to get to talk to her for a few minutes, but. I was like, you probably don't want me over there.
Yeah, I'm not going to come over because I'm not going to make it.
I don't want to honor you by going back to the beginning of our relationship where I'm pooping my pants all the time.
Yeah, that's not great.
No.
Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry you had such a poopy day.
Yeah.
They happen. It happens to the best of us. And as we get older, they happen a little more often. But I worked with you and I alongside a long time. And usually when one of us was having gastric issues, it was me. So you had pretty good.
Knock on wood. I've had a pretty good run here of not getting sick very often.
Yeah.
So
way to go! Congratulations.
Yeah. Right.
On not having crippling stomach aches all the time. Good for you. I'm
Go
very happy
Bears.
for you. I did not have poopies today, so I went to my mother-in-law's in Darien for brunch, which was lovely. There was just an astronomical amount of food. Nice. Somebody made like a French toast casserole, which is like broken up pieces of bread, all baked with like maple syrup in it. That was terrific. There was so much, like several egg dishes. There was ham, which I know you love, and I love it too. It's ham. I mean, a huge plate of bacon, and then Hope's cousin Allison made these blueberry muffin cookies.
Okay.
So they were kind of like
it was almost like scone-ish.
No, it was more like a like a chocolate chip cookie kind of a texture.
Interesting.
But with like blueberries, and it had like the chewiness, but also like the crunchiness to them. They were fantastic. She put out like 10 of them and they were gone in a minute. And then she's like, oh God, I got to put more of these out. I'm like, yes, you do. And I'll take some of these and thank you. They were great. And then Hope's grandma made her apple slice, which is fantastic.
Apple slices are the best.
Yeah, she's just a pro. She's been making it for as long as I've known her. She's 100 years old, as you know, and just cranks out the greatest dessert. Usually she does like an apple turnover, but this year she had apple slice, and it was just fantastic. Her family really knows how to cook, but they're not big chocolate people.
Okay.
Which was an adjustment. Like there's almost never chocolate at my in-laws' parties.
Okay.
It's always like fruit-based or whatever, and it's really good. It's just I've come from a chocolate family.
Yes.
Where it's just like Fannie Mae and French silk pie and yada, yada, yada. So that was good. Then from there, we went to my parents' house, and we wanted to go to Frankie's Beef and Pasta, which I've talked about in Oak Lawn.
Yes.
They're closed Saturday and Sundays. They only do catering on weekends, which must mean they're killing it in the catering business.
Yes.
If they're not even opening their restaurant on weekends. So that was a bit of a curveball. But we ended up going to the patio.
Nice.
Yeah, so I brought patio over for my parents. My dad, I'm like, Dad, what do you want from patio? Half slab. He like didn't even.
It's actually anytime he hears the word patio,
yeah.
he just
So
says half slab.
he got his half slab. My mom and I got pulled pork, and Addie got the tenders, and then Hope got the ranchero chicken sandwich, which is like a grilled chicken, lettuce, tomato, bacon, ranch. Okay. It's a solid sandwich. So I just, patio, man, that is a place that's been around forever.
Yeah.
And every time I go, it is the same experience.
Yes.
The food,
And with how big the menu is, to be that consistent on everything is really impressive.
It's just so dependable.
Yes.
When you go to patio, you're going to get a good meal. And I don't know why it's not something I think about more often.
Same here.
And
I think it's because it's probably, for me, it's always best served to have it there.
I agree.
So that's maybe a thing of if it's, hey, I'm probably going to be eating in the car, or hey, I'm probably bringing this home. It's not like it's bad. It's just, especially like in the car, it's difficult. But especially for me, where like I'm a big brisket sandwich person.
Yes.
So for me, it's brisket sandwich, order of onion rings. I'm set.
That's a solid order.
Yeah, because that's a place where you can trust the onion rings. I haven't had a bad onion ring experience from there. And the brisket is great, and they give you a ton of it in that sandwich.
Boy, I don't think I've had the onion rings there. I got to remedy that.
Yes, you do.
All right, so then I'm like, oh, we don't have a dessert. So my mom I've talked about it, Franklin's Pie Company, this new place in Palos Heights that opened, 12306 South Harlem Avenue. We called in the morning and said, hey, do you have any cherry pies left? They're like, we don't, but we're about to make a new batch. If you could pay us over the phone, we'll save one for you. So sure enough, we had the freshest pie for dessert.
Nice.
It was great. It was, oh my God, this place. You guys, if you're in the South Burbs, you have to try Franklin's Pie Company. You would drive past it 1,000 times. But if you know the Palos Heights area, there's the Firehouse. It's like around the corner from the Firehouse on 123rd Street. And then on the other, so it's south of 123rd. If you go north of 123rd, that's Dough's Guys Bakery. That's Maria's Tamales. If you're from the area, there's the Palos Heights Post Office. It's right there. It's near Capri. It's a really good stretch of food on Harlem. But Franklin's Pie Company, franklinspiecompany.com. We got they call it the chocolate silk pie. We got that for, what was that for? What was it? Oh, Easter. We got that for Easter, and it was great. And then we got the cherry pie today, and it's just fantastic. And they put little hearts, like in the crust.
Yeah.
So it was perfect, and my mom loves it. And it's been a tough run for my mom lately. She's been having some, because of the chemo, she's having some, I don't know what you call it, like side effects or whatever. So it's just nice to have a really good day with her and my dad. And my dad's been in the hospital lately, so it's been kind of a crazy couple weeks, but today was just a really good, everything went well. Everybody was happy. The food was great. Hung out, had good conversation, so it was nice. It was much needed. It was just all in all an awesome day. So glad to be home. I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight for once. Just, like, all right, for one night, everything's cool,
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it's just been, it's been a tough run. So it was nice to have this tonight for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So,
And I was pooping.
and Rick was pooping. Yes.
That's the new tag for everything.
And Rick was pooping.
Yeah, it's not. And Danks pitched well.
Yeah. Well, what's funny, people don't know, obviously. You and I were supposed to record Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And I text you like, I have had such a week that I haven't really eaten anything worth discussing.
Yeah.
So yesterday, Saturday, we went to celebrate Mother's Day with Hope because we knew today was going to be crazy. So we went to SoHo Sweets in South Holland, which I've talked about before. And Micah's going to put it up here. We went with Micah's wife and kids. Micah couldn't come. He was studying for some tests. And she got a BLT. And Rick, I sent you the photo of the BLT.
It's ridiculous.
Like, BLT. There's like...
It really is.
At least 10 slices of bacon on this sandwich.
Yeah.
And it's on a brioche bun. Oh my God. It was really, really good. Because I stole some bacon. Sorry. I'm not that sorry.
You're not that sorry.
I got a ham and cheese panini. Hope got a 3 cheese mac and cheese. Or I'm sorry, 3 cheese grilled cheese. That place is cool. And South Holland is like, has anyone ever been there? It's just such an odd, it's in kind of a weird, like tucked away southeast area.
Okay.
It's not somewhere that people go to a lot, but man, every time I go there, I'm like, there's a cool barbecue place like right down the street from there. I need to hang out in South Holland some more.
Maybe I need to move there if there's a barbecue place.
It's the only one, Rick. It's the only barbecue place.
Oh, okay. I was, and I like where I live.
But
so,
speaking of barbecue, so our idea was we're going to go. So we went from SoHo Sweets. We just went to the city. So we're like, cool, let's, get a late lunch and we'll just hang out. It's a beautiful day. So we want to go to Pizza Friendly in Ukrainian Village. So we drive to Ukrainian Village, get to Pizza Friendly. I circle the block 3 times to park. I finally park. We get out. We walk to Pizza Friendly, and it's closed. So we're like, damn it. What are we going to do? So, like, all right, well, we come up with another plan. So our plan is we're going to bring Lillie's queue home because we're having dinner with our friends. So we go to the area near CHGO, which is like Madison and Racine, like right around there. So we went to a place called Cone, a little Irish-themed ice cream shop right there in Madison. And I got golden Oreo cookies and cream.
Interesting.
It was excellent. Hope got like a strawberry ricotta ice cream. She likes weird stuff. I go, you would like this. And she's like, ooh, I would like that. And I'm like, and I took a bite. I'm like, yep, that's ricotta.
Yeah, like that's one of those things where I don't know what's more odd. Having the idea to make it or having the idea to order it.
Yeah. So this place, Cone, serves plush horse ice cream. So it must be like a plush horse creation. And I'm like, okay, it's just not my thing. It wasn't my thing.
Right.
Addie, the fat queen, she's whatever. She loves, I will someday hand the reins of this podcast over to her.
Yes. So you're saying I need to have a
yeah,
kid.
get a kid. Just find one. Just take one. Just get the clam kid.
Yeah.
He's around. He's adoptable,
Right.
I think. I think you could find him and give him a nice home. But she got Peeps ice cream. And it wasn't terrible. I don't know if I would ever order it.
No.
But as if that wasn't enough.
No. Did you get like next level diabetes from that bite?
I took a bite and I was like, that's a lot of sugar. Right. Well, that wasn't enough for Addie. She got it between 2 chocolate chip cookies. I go, I am both proud and disgusted. Yes. Like simultaneously proud and disgusted with your order at this ice cream place.
Oh, that's great.
So we eat our ice cream and we're like, okay, but we're still hungry and we're not going to have dinner for a while.
Yeah.
So we went to Crossroads right there on Madison and we shared some chicken nachos.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Just fantastic. So can't recommend those more. And then we get the Lillie's queue. It's actually, you and I should meet here for lunch.
Okay.
It's not far from the office. You drive to work every day still, right?
Yep.
I'm usually off at CHGO by like 2:45.
Okay.
So we should just make a day and meet at Lillie's Q. They had, I mean, look, it is one of the most famous barbecue places in Chicago, and for good reason. It's fantastic. But I never tried their ENC barbecue sauce.
Okay.
It's like Eastern North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
So they have a Carolina, which is real mustardy.
Oh, so the ENC's is it more vinegary?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's fantastic. So I got pulled. So what we did was you ordered by the pound.
Oh, okay.
So we ordered like 1.5 pounds for the three of us. We should have gotten more. We absolutely should have gotten more. And then we got the grits with bacon. Oh my God. And then our friends Brian and Sarah got brisket, and I think they got chicken, or maybe they got pork too. I don't know. And then, man, we were just like in hog heaven when we got home. But there was horrible traffic. It took us an hour and a half.
What is it normally?
About 45 minutes. So we're sitting in the car with just a smell of barbecue. Like, I can't get home fast enough. And Andy's like, how much longer? I'm like, shut up. Shut up. We're doing our best. It's like, oh my God. I don't even know what happened. It's like one of those where you're driving and then all of a sudden, like, traffic just opens up and you're like,
yeah.
There's no one dead. There's no car on fire. Like, what the hell?
Exactly. Usually it's like, oh, okay, someone had to pull off to the side of the road, but there's not really a shoulder, so it takes up a lane type thing, and then it gets congested. That's one thing. But yeah, there's something on the other side of the road that people are looking at type thing.
Yep.
But no, to have neither of those things is odd.
It was very strange. Like, we just, all of a sudden, it was gone. And then then that was like kind of like where like the Dan Ryan like hits you guaranteed rate field is where it cleared up.
Oh, okay.
And then we're going, and it's like, you need to take another detour. You need to get off on 75th Street and take Halstead. We're like, why? Sure enough, I just get in the local lanes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just going to trust it. And I did it. And as soon as I hit 75th, there was another huge backup. So that saved us like 15 minutes. But, traffic is stupid.
Traffic is stupid.
It is.
Yes.
There's got to be a better way. And I'm wondering if, like, when the inevitable, like, self-driving cars come out, if traffic will stop.
No.
Because
it'll probably just be more predictable.
It's almost all human error, man. I'm telling you. Like, it's one asshat going, like, 40 in the fast lane.
Dude,
and
every day.
Yeah, right. And people are killing themselves to get around them. Then there's the other asshat who's driving, like, 120 on the shoulder, like, scaring everyone.
Yep. Yeah. Michael Jordan.
Right. Like, if everyone would just do like 70.
Right.
And just
not
chill,
be an idiot.
Right. Just
That's
chill
all.
out. Just chill out.
Yeah. Don't be every time I drive my brothers from when I'll pick them up in the city and drive them back home. And they'll see like the guy weaving in and out of traffic and going 80 and never touching the brake. And they're like freaked out by it. And I'm like, I see that. I see that jerk every day.
Yeah, it's constant.
Like he'll cut right in front of me, and they're like, "Oh my God, why'd you not flinch?" And I'm like, "Cause one, I kind of saw him coming, and two, there's that guy every day in traffic."
Yeah, always. Or the other guy, who like, I'm scared to be on the highway. Well, then don't be.
Right. That's my mom. My mom is like, I'm terrified of driving on the highway. So you know what I do? I don't.
Yes, that is the correct way to do it.
She knows her lane, and she's like, you know what? That's how you can really help. If we need someone to drive to the city for an appointment or something, you can drive them.
And whether you're driving on the highway or the side streets, you should do it in a Mazda from Mazda of Orland Park.
Look at you. Look at that professional transition.
That new car is so close, I can almost smell it. I cannot wait. Go visit Eric, 8910 West 159th Street, 708-444-3200. Visit MazdaofOrlandPark.com. Get a test drive. Go check out the showroom. I saw a CX-50 in the wild. Very nice looking car. Very nice. But I'm happy with my CX-30 purchase that I just made, just waiting for it to arrive because I custom ordered it. And boy, cannot wait to start taking that to work every day and taking advantage of all the bells and whistles in there, like the backup camera and
the backup camera's great.
Yeah, and the Apple CarPlay, which is great. I can't wait for all these cool new features in my car that a lot of people have had for a long time, but I have not. So go get your own. Mazda of OrlandPark.com, 708-444-3200. Ask for Eric and tell him the I'm Fat podcast sent you, and he'll crack a joke about us, and he'll be correct. And then you'll have a nice new car that you love and you'll have forever. So
I utilized the backup camera in my car when I was going to, just after our conversation we had Saturday, I'm like, okay, I'm going to try a different place for like an after lunch thing. Then I'm going to try a place for dinner. And then maybe I'll try something before I head to my mom's. And well, the latter two of those went out the window. So DNP stomach. So that was but I still did get to one place, and it was I kind of had a sweet tooth. I had a sweet tooth, so I was like, like it ever goes away.
Yeah,
but,
seriously.
Yeah. So I ended up settling on going to Courageous Bakery and Cafe in Elmhurst.
All right. Oh, I love Elmhurst.
It's like downtown Elmhurst, right by the train. There's a second location in Oak Park.
Okay.
So it's 108 West Park Avenue in Elmhurst. So I look at the menu. And I'm like, you know what? It sounds really good right now. It looks like a giant buttermilk biscuit.
Okay.
So buttermilk biscuit.
No bad words there.
Nope. Then I was like, okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to try a few different types of cupcakes here. Because, got to bite the bullet and get a good sample size for the podcast.
Yes.
So I ordered French silk, salted caramel, and their like new special one was a lemon supreme.
Oh.
So basically like a lemon supreme pie in cupcake form.
Yes.
So I go there. I got everything. I was smart and actually took pictures early to make sure that I didn't eat things before I took pictures to be able to put up here on the old YouTubes. So the first thing I tried was I tried the biscuit, and I don't know what I was. I know what I was expecting, and it's not like it was bad. It just wasn't what I was expecting.
Yeah.
When I think buttermilk biscuit, I think like a big flaky biscuit.
Something that if you don't have a drink, you'll die if you eat.
Exactly. Where this was a big spongy biscuit,
which was my nickname in college.
It was very buttery. It was very good. I don't know about you in college, and I won't comment. But
I was a big boy.
But it was good, and I think if I didn't have my heart set on that flaky biscuit, I would have enjoyed it even more.
That's fair.
So I would recommend it for someone.
Yep.
Now, cupcake wise, I open up the bag. They have their nice setup, and I was an idiot and missed it on the way in of like all the to-go orders or all the pickup orders. They have a couple shelves lined up, and they just put the orders there. You're all good to go. My dumbass goes right to the counter, doesn't even see it, and asks, and they look at me like I'm like the moron I am. So I turn around, grab that, go home, open it up. It's like stapled shut so that nobody can get into it. My French silk turned into a cookies and cream cupcake. So if you go there,
I mean,
just be careful.
You could do worse.
Oh, 100%. It was delicious. Spoiler alert, the cookies and cream one, very, very good. So just like you would imagine, the chocolate cake, the like vanilla, like creamy frosting that is very good, comp for the Oreo frosting, and then some crumbles of the cookie on top. Fantastic. The salted caramel one was just like this caramel drizzling down that cupcake, and it had the salted caramel in the middle. I was kind of like, there's no salt on the outside. And I just kind of like had the taste where the salted caramel sounded good. They salt that caramel on the inside. Let me tell you, it's there's
so
like,
it's like filled.
It's filled with salted caramel.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good.
That'll do.
That is fantastic. And then the lemon supreme is basically just like, let's hit you in the face with lemon and little bits of pieces of pie crust, and it is, dude, here for it. I love lemon stuff.
Yeah.
So like to give me like a lemon overload in terms of the cupcake in and of itself, and on top of the icing is some like lemon custard. So it really is like a lemon supreme.
That's
It's like you get the bit of the meringue and you
Yeah.
get that, and oh, dude, and then little
that
little
the
bits
best
of
one?
pie crust. It was definitely the most. Yeah, I think so. I think that's the best one. Like if I had to rank them, God, they were all really good. I'd probably go lemon cookies and cream salted caramel.
Okay.
But I mean, you can't go wrong with those. So the food was good. Just if you see biscuit, don't do what I did. Go in knowing what it is now, and then the cupcake, and then just double check your cupcakes, make sure you got the right one.
Yeah.
However, there's other goods. They had cinnamon roll on the menu. There's a lot of good stuff on the menu. So check that place out. Courageous Bakery and Cafe, 108 West Park Avenue in Elmhurst. So
Writing it down.
very good. And I wish I had more opportunity to go to other places too. However, Rick was pooping.
the itis.
DMP butt.
Jesus. That's great. I have a controversial take.
Oh, okay.
I think cupcakes are overrated.
I actually kind of agree with you.
Yeah.
It's not like they're bad.
No.
They're not bad by any stretch,
I just-
but it's gotten so we've gone so far down the road with cupcakes. Now,
Yeah.
one case where I will say cupcakes are perfect. Maybe this is because I did it. For a wedding instead of a giant cake,
Oh, yeah.
got to cut everything up. Just having people like either however you want to do it, either people go grab a cupcake or bring cupcakes to people. A cupcake thing for a wedding is perfect.
Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call. I agree with you on that. I just think
But day
like,
in, day out.
if I go to a bakery and I'm like, there's cookies, there's donuts, there's cupcakes, there's whatever, cupcakes are usually my last choice. And my mom bought Addie a cupcake for Easter, like an Easter egg looking thing. She never ate it. She's
Really?
like, I just don't really like cupcakes. I'm like, noted.
There's not liking cupcakes and not preferring
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
cupcakes.
I think she got so much candy
Yeah,
that she was like, I'm going to just prioritize the stuff I really, really want.
that's smart.
And I'm like, are you going to eat this thing? She's like, yeah. I'm like, it's 4 days old.
Yeah, I should probably do that now if you're
So
going to
she's like, oh, yeah, it's probably bad. I'm like, yeah, it's probably bad. So we tossed it. But it's okay. My mom doesn't listen to this podcast. I just told her, I'm like, just so you know, Addie's not big on cupcakes. I just learned this too. I didn't know either.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I take my mom shopping and it's like cupcakes, 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 cupcakes,
Yeah.
cinnamon roll, muffins. She goes crazy into Mariano's bakery.
Okay, yeah. See, like I would rather have like a blueberry muffin. I think generally
Do you,
than a cupcake.
the muffins at Mariano's are fantastic. And they're
Okay.
huge. You get like a 4-pack for like $4.99.
yeah,
Like that's what my mom has for dinner or for breakfast every day is a Mariano's
muffin?
muffin. So I'll buy her.
could do a lot worse.
Yeah, I'll get her they have like cherry walnut, and then they got
Okay.
triple berry, and there's like a cinnamon burst of French
Oh
vanilla.
man, my grandma, anything triple berry. It didn't matter what it is. If it said the words triple berry, she was in.
Also, the great thing about Mariano's is some of their muffins they like salt the top, or salt. It's like sugar, like
Yeah,
big sugar pieces on top.
The sad thing is, I knew exactly what you
Yeah.
meant.
So if you're into that, it adds like that crunch element to it and that extra bit of sweetness. But you can also get them without that.
Yeah.
So you can get a blueberry muffin one way or the other there. So I can't. Those are great. My mom eats them like crazy.
Fine, I'll go to the bakery at Mariano's
And get their chicken and dumpling soup.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Oh my god, it is the best. The best soup ever.
Yes.
It's so freaking good. I love it. Mariano's is great. I love it. It's so good. Okay, I asked you this question via text. I always do weird shit like that, like WWW, and I asked you a question via text.
Right.
I texted you.
Yeah.
I went out to lunch with a former coworker earlier this week.
Yes.
Went to Wildberry in the Prudential building. I had bacon and eggs.
After waiting 3 hours to get in.
We got right in.
Oh, okay.
I will say we got right in. It was a weird time though. It was like 2:30 or something.
Oh, it's like right before they close.
Yeah. Oh no, it was early. It was early. It was like, sorry, my times are mixed up. It was before work, so it was
Okay.
like 10:30 or something.
What's it like to have 10:30 be before work?
I know. It's weird. It's different for sure. So okay, I get like bacon, eggs, hash browns, toast, like the basic go-to breakfast. I got a Diet Coke with it because I'm on a diet. Lauren got a specialty pancake that was a cookie dough pancake, which I was like, 3-2 pecked. Good order. And she got a side of bacon. I asked you to guess the total.
Oh, yeah. I was nowhere
And
near.
I think you said $30.
Yes,
All right. Rick was way off.
apparently.
It was $60.
No. Nope.
60
No.
dollars, $1 more than 59. I want to make sure people hear what I'm saying. Not 16,
Right.
$60
Yeah.
for 2 eggs,
Yeah.
some hash browns, 3 slices of bacon, a piece of toast, a waffle, and 3 more slices of bacon. That is approximately like $4 in like actual cost to the restaurant.
Yeah.
$60.
That's insanity.
And like Rick said, you can usually not get a seat there.
yeah.
It's a freaking diner. It's no better than like a Denny's or maybe a little better than a Denny's.
I was going to say, that is a wild take if we're going down
All right,
that
fine.
road.
But it's no better than your local,
Yeah.
whatever, Greasy Spoon diner. And I know breakfast has gotten like absorbently expensive, but
Yeah.
$60, I'm like, you know, because she bought me lunch. Lauren bought me lunch before I took my new job, like as a, hey, congratulations. So I'm like, I got this one. I'm not letting you pay. You paid
Yeah.
last time. I was like, a goo. When I saw the bill, I'm like, we're going to expense this one. We're going to
yeah.
call this a business lunch and then slap it on the old Madhouse podcast credit card.
You're damn right.
It's like, Jesus Christ. $60 for
That's-
bacon and eggs and waffles?
That's too much.
I know I sound like the oldest man in the world, but
I
as
mean-
people were guessing along in their cars, how many of you were even close to $60?
No, but
That's pre-tip. So it was $72.
so you're saying just the tip was 12, which is
Right.
probably what the total should have been closer to.
Yes. Oh my God. And I was like, oh my God, I got to tip 20%. I had to tip this person $12. Oh my God. Absolutely ridiculous.
That's insane.
I'm never going there again.
No,
I'm sorry.
the only time I'm ever going there is when Mitch brings food up from there.
Yeah, right. Next time I'm meeting Lauren for lunch or whoever, we're
Yeah.
going to Panda Express.
Yes.
That's it. That's my budget.
Or this BS place we got down there now that's called like Just Salads or whatever it is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the
Mitch,
HJ mechanics.
that's something that Mitch bought us before. And it wasn't terrible, but I just will not put my own money towards it out of principle.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I just refuse.
No, it's horrible. That just salads. And then people like you gotta like
And,
buy
and they
your
don't even have
bowl.
taco shells.
Yeah, right.
Like, come on.
I'll have the deep fried taco salad, please. We don't have that. We have artisan hummus.
What does that even mean?
Double wank mechanic. Hummus is another thing that can just fall off the face of the earth, and I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah, same here.
Hummus is
Same
one of those
here.
foods
It's
that
fine.
people are trying to convince themselves they like.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yes.
it's really room temperature and grainy, and it has almost a flavor.
I can't do grainy. I can't do grainy.
I know.
That's the perfect description of hummus, and I can't do it.
It's just gross.
Yes.
I know there are some that are like souped up. Like there's
Sure.
this, like, I've had the like roasted red pepper one with like that. It's actually like a little bit spicy. It's like slightly edible.
Yeah.
But no, get your hummus out of my face. You don't actually look. If someone's like, I like hummus, listen to this. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. You think you do. You've convinced yourself you like hummus. You don't like hummus. Let me ask you this: if you're at a party and there was a big bowl of nacho cheese
Right.
and a big bowl of hummus, which one are you going to every time? Thank you.
Not the hummus.
Exactly right. That you know who doesn't have hummus? Frato's Culinary Kitchen. Actually, they might, because they have a lot of stuff. They might have hummus,
true.
but if there is good hummus on earth, Frato's is the place to get it. I saw our buddy Ramblin' Grimace.
Yeah.
He ordered 2 pounds of cookies from FratosBakery.com
Smart.
for Mother's Day. Air quotes. Sure you did. Sure
Yeah.
you did, Grimace. I'm sure they're all for your mom. Mm-hmm. Sure. Who's Grimace's mom? It's like Ronald and one of the Fry guys get together.
Didn't
Is that
Grimace
how
have,
Grimace was born?
Didn't Grimace like have parents at some point where there was like the old lady hat and the glasses? Am I making that up?
I
I'm looking.
You
it
go
up.
look it up. I'll finish the read. And
Okay.
we have a whole new segment we weren't planning
Okay.
on. The McDonald's family of people. Frato's Culinary Kitchen, home of the I'm Fat Burger, the I'm Fat Pizza, the I'm Fat Grilled Cheese. It's all fantastic. The pizza, the burgers, the hot dogs, everything there is fantastic. And as you know, if a place has an RC machine, it's a really good start. It's like an automatic 7 out of 10 just by having the RC machine.
Yes.
Frato's is 10 out of 10. Absolutely. Get their giant mozzarella sticks. I challenge you to finish an order because they're that big. And the Cajun bites that Rick loves, I have not had them yet. I got to get out there. I'm going to get out there soon and try them. Frato's Culinary Kitchen in Schaumburg. Frato'sPizza.com. Frato'sBakery.com. 628 South Roselle Road. Do we have clarity on Grimace's parents?
Okay, this is Grimace's aunts. I'm thinking of Grimace's aunts.
Well,
So
we're
here, I'm gonna DM this to you
okay.
so that you can see what I'm seeing here, because it looks like they would be moms. I didn't realize there were multiple, but there's one that I definitely remembered in terms of just like had like the hat and the what would be traditionally considered the old lady glasses with the thing wrapping around the back. Sure. Yeah.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm. So it's like Patty and Selma of the McDonald's world.
It really is, except they're smiling.
Oh, Lord.
That's good.
Yeah, well, all right.
Okay.
I like it. The more you know.
Likely story, Grimace.
Yeah, sure. I want to know what happened to his parents. He probably murdered him.
While celebrating his birthday. So I think that's one of my new things is I just add to everything while celebrating his birthday.
Yeah.
And everybody thinks of Ken Bastida.
Of course.
So I had an experience this week of, and I tweeted about it, and actually how I appreciated the, not being taken seriously because I'm fat. Going to a sporting goods store.
Okay.
Where I'm not going to say what I was looking for, because I don't know if the person, basically, I don't know if this is going to be heard by the person I was searching for a gift for.
Ah, okay.
So either way, I'm walking around a Dick's Sporting Goods and sporting. So I am not like, there's people working that they're doing whatever they're doing, filling racks and shelves and whatever. Nobody looks twice at me. Just going around, doesn't matter what department. At one point, I'm even like looking at the baseball bats, and I'm just like just seeing how expensive those things are now. Good
Let
Lord.
me tell you, buddy.
Had no idea
Your
because
child grows a foot a year. You got to buy a freaking new bat every year.
Yeah, that's a problem.
This year we got her final bat.
Oh, just like
It's like she has a 34-inch bat. I'm like, you're not going to get a bigger bat than this. So
No.
we dropped like 120 on it. Like,
yeah,
bye.
that's a lot. So yeah, so going around there, and I mean, I could have probably stolen whatever I wanted, and they would have been none the wiser because they're like, fat guy, don't worry about it.
He's in the wrong place.
He's you know what he's doing? He's claiming he's walking. That's what he's doing. So I like lapped the entire store, got what I needed. Nobody said a word to me. Mind you, they also really don't have clothes that would fit me at any point. So maybe that's part of it too. But I could have looked at hats.
Yeah.
I could have, looked for a chair for outside, a foldable chair.
Yeah.
I could have looked for a Yeti. I was in the Yeti section.
They got a lot of
By the
those.
way, speaking of crazy expensive, anything with Yeti on it.
Yeah. I actually
Every bit of that.
I saw something on TV. It was like, are Yetis worth it? Mm-hmm. And they like chainsawed a Yeti in half and then chainsawed like a basic Coleman cooler.
Yeah.
And Yetis are actually like way more. There's like more to them. There is like actually something to them being better than your typical cooler. But
It's just
I'm not-
what do you like? What's the important thing you have that you need? the top
exactly, like
end
if
of?
I was going camping for a weekend and needed to keep things
Sure.
cold, yes. But I'm just going to a barbecue.
Yeah.
If it holds ice and eventually cold water, I'm fine. You know, like
Yeah, exactly. But it was like, man, if I ever actually needed something when I was there and I needed help, I would have had to actively go search for someone.
I will say that's a pretty typical experience at Dick's.
Yeah. And
Even like
mind
when
you-
we're clearly looking for baseball or softball equipment for Addie, they kind of let you do your thing.
Okay.
But then when I did ask for help, the guy was super helpful.
That's good.
So I don't know, for what it's worth. I kind of like being left alone while I shop.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Especially for this time where I knew exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah.
And I thankfully found it fairly quickly, but I still, wanted, it was raining pretty hard outside, so I wanted to kill a little time. So I was like, yeah, let's walk around a little bit. And I like to look at things. Like,
Things are cool.
things are cool. I like looking at basketball stuff. I always like looking at the sneakers, because if there's one thing I would love in life, it's to be able to have a good amount of basketball shoes. However, wide feet. They don't make them in those sizes.
Yeah, this is something I'm struggling with, being one of the older guys at CHGO, and everybody on staff has like really cool shoes.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't know how to do that. I don't have interest in paying $230 for gym shoes.
Well, that's the other thing.
I'm very happy with my $60 Adidas here, and I think they're fine. And I asked Big Dave, like, are these shoes like really like lame, like dad shoes? He's like, oh,
Yeah.
these are fine. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, good, because I'm never, ever
Yeah.
going to pay over $100 for a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
No, nope, will not. Too fat. Like for what?
Right.
You know, like
See, I have, but it's because of like having special, like, I have high arch,
Your
like
special
that type
fat
of thing.
shoes.
I was gonna say special needs shoes. But that's just so wrong.
that is not the right
That's
term.
not the right term at all.
You have
It's
okay.
It's just like
specialty shoes.
Specialty shoes.
Yes, that's a better way
That's
to
what
put
that's what I need. So that's why, like, it's ironic that I go around in running shoes, because they give me the best support.
Okay. It's gonna be Monarch's time for you soon, man. Just
I've
lean
had
in.
Monarchs before. I have. However, like when I wear like nice shoes, the back starts to get bad.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah,
That's why now I'm like, okay, I'll pay a little extra more for the shoe just so my back's not dying.
that's smart. That's smart. I like the shoe. My gym shoes. I like my Adidas. I like. I wear them out. Like I wear them everywhere. I get them in gray or black, so they go with everything. And just call it a day. Now Addie wants Air Force Ones for her birthday.
What year is it?
Apparently it's the 90s again. Have you seen like teen
yeah,
girls?
No.
Addie wears high-waisted baggy jeans
Okay.
with like the knees ripped out.
Is she basically Gia from Full House?
Yes, that is the fashion now. Like the
That's so
90s
funny.
are fully back in fashion.
That's crazy.
She wants Doc Martens. She wants Air Force Ones. I'm like, get your own style. We did this already.
right. In 5 years, she's gonna want Tim's.
Right? We're gonna get her some Jinkos. Like, get your own. I guess we all sort of stole styles for a while, but like,
yeah,
I felt
it's
like the '90s were pretty unique, though. Like that was our own
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, see, like for me, maybe it's just because of how much I was not paying attention to like super popular things at the time, but like because when we hit 2000, I was 13. So for me, I guess I'm more of like that early 2000s, like the late 90s into the early 2000s, but still, yeah, like the baggy jeans. Like I'm like one skinny, like to the point where even independent of being fat, skinny jeans offended my sensibilities because there's no way those are comfortable. I don't care if they're specially made, blah, blah, blah. They're not comfortable. Stop it. And especially growing up in an era of super baggy clothes.
Yeah.
Yes, that. Because you know what that is? It may look ridiculous, but you know what it is? More comfortable than skinny jeans.
I have to say, I had trouble with baggy jeans because the crotch would hang real low, and it would cause like
Would
chafing.
it wobble to and fro?
No, never. But it would just cause like chafing and rubbing.
Yeah.
So I never liked baggy. I like what I wear now is just straight fit.
Okay.
They're just like the Levi's that have existed for 150 years or whatever.
You realize you just outed yourself again.
What?
Straight fit jeans? Not even relaxed fit? Jay?
Well, they're not skinny jeans.
Jay?
They just go straight down instead of bagging
Jay?
out.
Jay.
What? I can't wear relaxed fit. The crotch hangs down to my knees. I can't. I will get
We just keep getting more and more evidence
the
every
worst
week, man.
jock itch ever if I wear baggy jeans. I can't wear baggy stuff. I
Okay.
can't. It hurts me. It causes me physical pain because I don't have thigh gap. To the shock of those that are listening.
Right.
Jay doesn't have thigh gap. What a shock. No, I don't.
Right.
Never have. Never will.
Haven't shopped there either.
Thank you for bailing me out.
Yes,
Thank you for
of
turning the
course.
attention from me to your bad dad jokes.
Oh, I'm telling you, when I get to be a dad, I'm going to be the worst.
Oh, I am the worst. I challenge you. I challenge you.
I am going to embarrass my kids so bad in public on purpose.
Yes, that's the
At
whole
every
point of being a
occasion.
dad.
Yes.
Yeah, she hates it, but she loves it though. She pretends to hate it, but she doesn't. Like I like to whenever she wears these jeans, I'm like, you're getting in a fight with a lawnmower? She's like, oh my God, Dad. But it's funny. She knows how funny I am.
And then in a couple of years, she'll actually hate you for it.
Oh yeah, well that's a given.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta hate your father. It's the whole point of being a kid, isn't it?
Right. Well, to be fair, could be to hate your mother, even on Mother's Day.
I think that's probably where it's headed. Just because that they've had a more like kind of relationship
Yeah.
than I've had. But I think that's pretty typical. Teenage
Jay
girls
the
and their mother.
mediator. Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna move out for the next 10 to 15 years.
I'm sure that'll go over well.
Rick, I'm coming to move with you.
All right.
All right. We are gonna die of fatness. We're gonna have our own TV show. My 600-pound roommate. We got DoorDash again.
Well, it'll be a little awkward because it's a one-bedroom place, but hey, I'm okay being the little spoon.
Whatever. We'll do like Grandpa Joe and we'll go foot to foot like in Willy Wonka.
Yes, exactly.
All right, I got one more thing I want to mention before
Okay.
we wrap up. I tweeted about this. Actually, I got two things. Okay, fine. New Ben and Jerry's I found.
Okay.
Cherry crumble.
Ooh.
Cinnamon ice cream with oat cookies in it and big
Okay.
chunks of cherries.
Okay.
Top notch. Find that. And if we're going to temporarily switch the I'm Fat podcast to the I'm Old podcast.
Yes, we're kind of doing that
Today I'm sitting outside and I'm
Yeah.
like getting the there's like an eyelash or like an eyebrow hair in my eye. And I'm like,
Okay.
I couldn't. And I'm like pulling it, trying to figure it out. I'm like, what the hell? Finally, I pull my glasses down.
Mm-hmm.
There is a white hair. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see. Like 2 inches I'm holding, right? Probably
Yeah.
about. From my eyelid. So I close my eye.
Yeah.
And I grab boom, and I pull.
Oh, wow.
Boom. A 2-inch hair was growing on my eyelid.
It wasn't even like an eyebrow hanging down.
No.
It was just
It was just sprouting from my eyelid.
doesn't sound right.
No. Well, it's old stuff, man. Like your ear hair. And it was Mother's Day, so I had to do all the shaving today, shave my neck and shave my ears and my nose. I'm like, God, I never thought I would get here. I never thought in my lifetime I would be this old.
I haven't hit the ears or nose yet.
Wow, really?
I don't touch them.
That's impressive. You'll get
I'm
there.
not saying I shouldn't. I don't know. Nobody.
Oh.
Let's put it this way.
Well,
Nobody
just,
has said anything.
Feel, does it your ear does the the
Well, I got-
outside part of your ear feel hairy?
Oh, the out. Yeah.
Yeah, like the
oh,
little
no,
nubbin.
Oh, okay.
piece?
The outs. Oh no, I'm talking like the.
Yeah, you don't have
hair.
you don't have hair sprouting
No,
out.
no,
That's good.
No, I have. It's like just if I do anything, I'll trim like the outside of the ear.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Me too. All right. Good. That's coming though.
Okay. See, I thought you meant the in ear stuff,
no.
and I'm like, whoa.
So
okay.
far, not yet.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm only 44, so it could be coming.
Yeah, it's funny. I always forget how far apart in age we are.
Yeah, I'm old.
Because, I mean, let's be honest. I kind of skew a little older than you, probably.
In terms of what?
Well, for me, in terms of ever doing things, for sure. I definitely skew older in that regard.
Okay.
I'm much more of a homebody.
You're an old soul.
I am an old soul.
That's the way to say it without making fun of you.
Without making fun. So I'm not going to say that then, because
Okay.
I'm going to make fun of myself.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, shall we ask the fats?
Yes.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been 1 week since my last confession.
Okay, my son. What is your confession?
I'm fat.
Ask a Fat, as always, is brought to you by our buddy Charlie the Bacon Guy. Leave us a voicemail, 708-858-3314. Email us, imfatpod@gmail.com. Here's Charlie with the weekly Bacon Report.
Thanks, Jay. This week we have maple pepper, rosemary pepper, garlic, Korean barbecue, and honey chipotle. For bacon jams, we have the original, the bourbon, pineapple, and jalapeno raspberry. Thank you, Sam, for that idea.
Sounds awesome.
If you've got an idea for bacon or bacon jam, let me know and I'll try and make it happen for you. Don't forget about hockey jerseys, t-shirts, stickers, and stylish hats. Not so useful for the warm weather we have coming up, but they'll make you look good. For the Bacon Report, I'm Charlie the Bacon Guy.
It is a nice looking hat, by the way. I got one of those and it looks good. It's like a black knit hat with the Charlie logo. Really nice looking.
I wore it out at Gallagher Way.
When Addie dresses all 90s, she wears that with like a flannel and her baggy jeans. Like, I hate it here.
Oh my God, the knit hat too. Let's go.
I'm telling you, man. All right, get yourself some bacon from Charlie. CharlieTheBaconGuy@gmail.com. Charlie the Bacon Guy on Instagram and @CZTheBaconGuy on Twitter. You've heard what he's got. Order some. It's so damn good. He's got the shipping thing figured out. He told me he shipped something to Maine, and it came back, or it arrived still frozen. So he's solving the shipping issues that he's been working on. So get in touch with him and work out a plan on getting you some bacon, and you will not regret it because it's awesome. Can you imagine if they sold Charlie's bacon at Wildberry?
Oh,
How much my dinner would have cost?
Oh, at least $150.
I still can't believe it's so freaking ridiculous.
It's so dumb.
All right, get yourself some, though. CharlieTheBaconGuy@gmail.com, @CZTheBaconGuy, and @CharlieTheBaconGuy on Instagram. All right, we got one voicemail, and then we'll get to the Ask-A-Fats after that.
Hey, Fats, it's Jason from Oshkosh. I'm calling to report on 2 of the new DQ Blizzards that I've tried recently.
Okay.
The first one is the cheesecake fudge caramel Blizzard. I had to try that one because when I went to DQ the first time, they were out of Oreos. Really good Blizzard, and it's definitely worth a try. But the one that I really wanted to try was the Oreo Dirt Pie Blizzard, and that's the one that has Oreos and gummy worms and everything with it. And to tell you the truth, I love everything about dirt pie and dirt cake, but this one was a little underwhelming. I think it's anytime you get something gummy like that and you put it in with cold ice cream, it just makes that gummy chewiness turn into hard and tough to work with on your teeth, especially when you're trying to eat ice cream. So if you're going to try those, let me know what you think of them. Would love to hear your guys' review on the podcast. Keep up the good work. Love the pod.
They both sound fantastic.
Yeah, no bad words in either of those.
No, I will try, and I know the gummy bear will get very chewy, but that sounds really good.
You're up for the challenge.
The fudge cheesecake one? That sounds interesting. I wonder how they do cheesecake at DQ.
I don't know.
Maybe they put like some cream cheese in the, I don't know. I'm down to try it.
Or a bunch of ricotta.
No. Stop it. We won't be doing that. I'm more shocked that they ran out of Oreos.
Yeah, that
What the
was
hell?
like I almost didn't hear anything after that.
Go to the Jewels and get some.
Right.
That's what most people, I would say, if you're going to take 100 orders at DQ, how many of those orders will have Oreo in them in some way, shape, or form? 30?
Oh, I was going to say even more. I was going to say like 40.
I would think so. I mean, they ran out. But you know they sell Oreos in stores.
And then you know what you do? And I know this is a terrible thought. Maybe you get the actual Oreos instead of looking for just the cookies, and then you eat the cream.
Yep. That sounds good. That's it. We're getting Oreos.
Okay.
All right, let's ask the fats.
Ask a fat about this and that. It's time to chat with the fats.
You will notice that today's episode of Ask a Fat has a very common theme. We asked people to try Coke Starlight, and everyone tried Coke Starlight.
Oh my God. I try to not look at the questions
Yes.
or the emails until we start the segment. And I just skimmed them and I see Starlight.
Yes. Every email we have is about Coke Starlight. So if you don't know what Coke Starlight is, it's sort of a newer type of a situation. All right, I'm going to get the official description from Coke about Kark Starlight. Ron Kark Starlight. All right, what do they say here? What's new?
You have to say that in Gene Honda voice,
okay,
though.
the first limited edition sparkling beverage from Coca Cola Creations. Experience a subtle cooling sensation as you enjoy the reddish Starlight beverage with a new but familiar great Coca Cola taste. Discover infinite possibilities from a new world with Coca Cola Starlight before it's gone. Okay, so that's how it's described. And they said a new but familiar taste.
Jay, I'm sorry.
What? What happened?
So on the TV, I'm sure everybody can tell who's watching on YouTube because the color of my head changes with the TV.
I saw you were getting more and more upset as the show is going on.
They're showing, inside the NBA, the Sixers Heat game just ended. And they go to the Twitter. They always put up a couple tweets, and one of them was like, "Is this guy fast asleep in a full arena during a playoff game?" And they show whoever it was. I think it was like Harden dribbling up the court, and there is a guy in the front row, like under the basket, out. Old fat guy, just out. I mean, he is like. I'll try and demonstrate. Now, I hope the camera will catch it. But
I'm watching it now.
Just like.
All right. I'll have Micah throw this up on the YouTube too. Oh my God. That dude's catching flies. If you're looking for the tweet, it's Peter Haley, NBCS.
Oh God, that's so amazing.
Oh, that's so good. That guy is out. Is he dead?
How?
Someone's got to check that dude. Seriously.
Asleep?
That guy, he might be dead. I'm not kidding. Like, that guy might have died, like, mid-game.
Like, even if you don't care about basketball in the slightest,
oh,
A,
no.
why are you there? But B, it is loud in there.
Oh, my
what
God.
What are you doing?
He's dead. He dead. The Colonel. Dude. I say he dead.
The Colonel.
Oh, my God. All right.
Oh,
anyway,
God, that was great.
He needs a Coca Cola Starlight, apparently.
Oh, apparently so.
Okay, but they reference it's a familiar taste, which is what I was saying. Like, why have I had this before?
Yes.
And Hope insists that it just tastes like s'mores, but I don't think that's what it is. I think there's more to it.
S'mores?
Yeah. Well, remember I said it had like a graham crackery taste.
That's true.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to start off with an email here from Rob.
Okay.
He says, just listened to the latest pod this morning and heard your discussion about the Coke Starlight flavor. I hadn't heard of it until yesterday, but grabbed a Coke Zero version from a local convenience store on the way home from work last night. Like Jay, I couldn't quite pinpoint the flavor after the first few sips. Something was certainly familiar about it, and the best I could come up with is if you put candy sprinkles that would normally be on a cookie or cupcake and dissolve them in a bottle of Coke. Okay, that kind of tracks a little bit. Yeah, it is a familiar taste. And I wonder if they're going to like somehow reveal this someday. Because if they put that in the description, it's got to be, they've got to have something specific in mind.
Yeah. All right. The next one is from Chad. Hey guys, I just recently tried the Coke Starlight. My review is as follows. I never need another one. To your point, I didn't think it was bad, but it's not something I'll go out of my way to have again. My wife also took a couple sips, and we decided that the flavor has a very cotton candy taste that comes on the back end of the drink. Stay fat, fellas.
Cotton candy. Okay, cotton candy has a certain sensation I can't describe. I did not get cotton candy, but if maybe he had the regular Starlight, and not the zero, because that would make a difference.
True.
All right, this one's from Brad. Listening to the pod now, I did try Starlight Coke as well. That familiar taste, at least to me, was the same flavor when you throw a bunch of Skittles in your mouth at once and let all the flavors combine. Took me a second to figure out the familiar taste, but that's what I thought the taste was. Thanks for all the great pods from day one normie listener Brad. Okay.
Okay. You know me. Mm-hmm. That's actually a somewhat foreign flavor to me.
Yes, because you are a sorter.
Yes, I sort my Skittles.
Yes,
even if I have them in the car, I sort them.
Speaking of Skittles, the CHU office is full of delights. We have candy jars that are constantly refreshed by people we don't know. We just show up and they're there.
Okay.
Open the freezer. There's an entire box of Skittles brand Freeze Pops.
What?
Yeah. And they were really effing good. They're really good. I've never seen them in a store. I don't know. But you of all people, as the hot weather approaches, by the way, get ready. Get the Gold Bond out for this week.
Dude, I know.
But you know what? Bring it on. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Bring it on. I'm tired of this raining cold shit.
I'm not ready for sweat.
Yeah, I'm ready. Bring it on.
You know what I'm ready for? The season that we just skipped.
Spring? Yeah, that'd be nice.
Remember spring?
I do.
Yes. I was kind of looking forward to spring. I experienced a little bit of spring when I was in North Carolina. It was wonderful weather.
Fun fact, I once went to a St. Lawrence dance with a girl named Spring, and then years later saw her give oral duties to a guy
this is actually that.
on a TV dating show.
Wait,
what was the show where you would
wait,
what was the MTV show where it was like a blind date show and you would go to a bar with somebody?
I think there were a few of those.
It might have been the Jenny McCarthy one, Singled Out, but that was like a game show.
I think so.
Well, whatever the show was, I'm like, hey, that's Spring. I went to a dance with her. Very attractive, by the way. And they're like, oh, I think they went to Joe's on Weed Street.
Okay.
Oh, they're going to the washroom together. Oh. Okay. Well, I had a different experience with Spring. But congratulations, guy from Joe's. Wasn't me.
I was gonna.
Yeah.
I'm glad I stopped myself there.
Yeah.
Anywho, the last email is from Nathan.
But I do remember Spring.
Okay.
I'll never forget.
Hashtag.
Hashtag never forget.
Jay, it kind of baffles me that you're not a fan of this flavor of Coke Starlight. Getting the zero version is a must. Not only do I not like sugary beverages hold on. Let me try reading again.
Whee!
Getting the zero version is a must. Not only do I not like sugary beverages, but at the time it was the only one I could get my hands on. Yay. In parentheses, the sugar version. Absolutely hated it. Way too much going on in that variant. The zero version, however, I got the taste of marshmallow, which I know Jay is a big fan of, so I'm confused as to how you don't like it. Anyways, I get Coke Zero Starlight 5 slices. I give Coke Zero Starlight 5 slices of pie out a tree. I don't know.
All right. See, now there's another one.
Reading is a skill.
I have Graham. Mm-hmm. He has marshmallow.
Marshmallow, yep.
Maybe s'mores is the taste, but it's super artificial.
Yeah.
And look, I know marshmallows are artificial, right?
Right.
I'm not gonna be like, I only like all natural marshmallows.
Right.
Of course.
You get them off the marshmallow tree.
Yeah, right. I get it, but I don't know, man. I couldn't finish it. That never happens. I was like,
now we're back to spring.
This is, boy. Well, that was here's the thing, and me and Micah I think we've become such good friends.
Yeah.
Because of our similarities, where if you had any sort of crush or you're flirting with us, if you didn't flat out say, I like you as more than a friend and I'm flirting with you, we would not figure it out.
Same here.
So maybe
Absolutely
the opportunity was there for me. I don't know. But unless she was told me out front, I never... Dude, honest to God, Hope and I spent every day together. We went to every Hawks game together for 6 months.
Yeah.
She called me. She's like, so, what are we? I'm like, I don't know. She's like, are we dating? I'm like, I don't know. She's like, do you want a date? I'm like, yeah, do you? She goes, yes. I go, okay, I guess we're dating. That's how we started dating.
That, and knowing the both of you, that is like perfect.
No, someone has to,
really
you got to
is.
flat out tell me.
Do you know how many times since college I found out from other people?
Don't-
oh yeah,
we
this
can't-
person.
This is a whole other podcast. And if we get into this, there are moments of my life.
Is this going to have to be a whole pod? Is this going to be like where the one time where we actually kind of like, give ourselves a little bit of credit because these people liked us, but then also take it immediately away because we didn't realize it?
There are moments in my life to this day where I'm like, she was flirting with me like 15 years after it happened.
Yep.
I'm like, I'm like the gif with like the math problems floating around. I'm
Yes.
like, she didn't forget her underwear. She knew she didn't have those on. What the hell? I'm an idiot.
That's
However, if you saw me in college, you would know I had very little faith in myself.
well. Hey, I
was
mean,
a big one.
I look at myself now, and I'm like, boy, if I could just tell myself in college, like, dude, you're fine. Just never mind.
Yeah. Well,
I'll leave it at that.
yeah, leave it at that. I think we should leave the whole episode at that.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
All right, wrap it up. So to
Make
speak.
sure to follow, because I didn't need to enough back then. All right, follow us on all of our social medias at I'mFatPod, I'mFatPod@gmail.com. Check out the Patreon and the TeePublic where you can get shirts like these. Woo! We're gonna have to update the one I have on the old.
I know I got to get to that.
We gotta, figure out how. I'm sure we gotta make it realistic though. Andy Reid having 3 types of food.
Yeah. He'll figure it out.
That's not realistic at all. No, not at all. And make sure to subscribe to the YouTube page, youtube.com/I'mFatPodcast. Subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe. I'll save you the other one for this week, even though I'm wasting more time by explaining it right now. Rate and review the podcast, and check out all of our sponsors, Charlie the Bacon Guy, Mazda of Orland Park, and Frato's Culinary Kitchen. So for Jay, I'm Rick, and this is the I'm Fat Podcast.
All right, I think we got a lot accomplished here today.